Hello, hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us for another member highlight from our Mom to Mom Biz Network member interview series. My name is Jessie Manuel, and today I'm here with EJ Walker, and she is the owner of TipToe Music. It's nice to chat with you, EJ. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you, Jessie. How are you?
Great, thank you. So let's dive right in. What is TipToe Music?
TipToe Music is my be all and end all. It is my baby. It is a nice, small, local business. We are based in Holton and a little bit of Peel, and we teach music classes. Excuse my doglet. We teach music classes for families with little people from birth to 8 years old.
Awesome, awesome. And what inspired you to start this?
Well, I used to take my children to the classes that we teach, which are called Music Together classes. I used to take them to those classes when we lived in Hong Kong. I have 3 boys who are now, some of them taller than me. And we all 3 boys went through the classes. And basically, when the youngest was too old to keep going, I wasn't ready to stop. So I did my training, and then I took over a center here in Canada. And music continues to be something that I do every single day. The classes are so much fun that I need to do it.
Yeah.
So we didn't actually take our classes here in Canada. You can tell I'm from England originally. We moved to Hong Kong as a family, and we took our classes there. And my teacher actually announced that she was going to retire and said to me, EJ, I think you should take over. So that's kind of where it came from. It kind of fate, I suppose.
Yeah.
I have a musical background, and my children love music too. And that really is where the love of it came from. And it's just carried on.
I love that. I love that. So you were like selected, really.
Well, yes, no, yes.
So that is so cool. What a cool story. And from Hong Kong to Canada, from UK to Hong Kong to Canada.
Yeah, absolutely. The program we teach is actually across the world. It's a global program. So I was very fortunate. I just fell into it. I was introduced to it by a long-term family friend. And no, it's just, I love the way that the program can be picked up anywhere in the world, but particularly that I can make it local here in our area.
Yeah, perfect. And so what is it about the TipToe Music that's unique?
Well, I think part of it is because of my background in terms of being a mom that has come through the program. So I have seen it from both sides. Obviously, falling in love with it means that I'm going to be putting my be all and end all into it, but also the fact that the people that we have working with us that teach with me at TipToe are also moms that have come through the program. So it's one of the things that I'm trying to include in how we do is that we make sure that we actually see the program and what we do at TipToe from the parents' perspective as well. So then we can be much more in tune with what it is that they want for their children and encourage them in terms of, we remember what it's like being on the other side of the classes. Right. So it means that we can really help them in terms of supporting their children musically.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And so what is the clientele that you would be marketing to?
Well, basically it's anybody who has a little person who is either 0 all the way up to 8. We have 3 different class types. And so what I'm looking for is a small little person who is a bundle of joy and ready to soak up music making, and a parent who wants to help them do it. So the classes we teach are for babies who are under 7 months old. That's a class that is specifically focused for non-mobile infants, because what we're doing is we're helping the families, the parents, normally the mums, but sometimes dads come too. And we're helping those parents really learn how to bond with their baby in a musical way and understand why their children are reacting the way they are to music, and then use that at home. Then we have our mixed ages program, which is for children birth to 5 years old, which means that siblings can come together, the whole family can come to class together. And all the little children can see and learn from the big children, and the big children get a leadership role. So the teacher's job really is to help create that space for everybody to learn together, and obviously encourage the parents to role model musically in class. And then our last program is called Rhythm Kids. which is for 4 to 8-year-olds. And it is the next step on from our mixed ages class. So we're helping children to move on from their original learning play-based program into still play-based, but it also has more technical musical learning within there. I'm doing this because I'm imagining a drum. We do djembe drumming. I'm about to go teach a class in a moment, and the parents come still to those classes, and we're teaching them technical musical theory and the way that music works. So then they're going to be ready for formal instruction when they're a little bit older.
Okay, so I got to ask, as a
Quite a lot
parent,
going on.
sounds intense. Good for you.
It's great fun.
But as a parent, is music a prerequisite?
No, absolutely not. In fact, I was just doing a class earlier on today for new families who've never done a music class with their little people or with me before. And we were going around the room talking about what they've done, and if they were in a band, what they might play. Would you be the singer? Would you be the drummer? You know, just a fun discussion to warm up the group. And 3 of the mummies out of 10 said, oh, I can't sing and I'm not musical. It's like, well, actually, you can. And you're really the mummies that we really want in class, because we want to show you that you can, and this is how you can encourage your child to be musical. Okay. Children really want to hear their parents sing. They love it, and they don't care what they sound like, whether they're slightly out of beat or slightly out of key. It's the fun aspect that makes it a really good learning environment. And with the role modeling of parents, that's just awesome. I mean, any child's going to want to be musical if their mum or dad or grandparent or nanny is having fun and enjoying themselves whilst making music. Yeah,
I have regrets now.
No, not at all. Come and join a class.
With my 16-year-old.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. EJ, tell me, do you have any new or upcoming projects that you're working on?
Well, we're just about to hit festival season. So we're going to be going around some of the festivals in the area to make some music with new families and introduce them to the program and to TipToe. We are also opening up new classes in Milton. So we've been teaching, thank you. We've been teaching in Oakville for 6 years, I think it is now, and in Burlington as well. But we're opening up new classes in Milton, and we're going to be getting back into Mississauga in the next few months as well. So watch this space. I'm hoping to basically bring music to as many families as possible.
That's awesome. Congrats. So I was going to ask, so you're physically located right now in Oakville, and you have another studio in Burlington?
In Burlington.
And then the Milton one is opening
any minute now.
Oh, well, that's exciting.
Yes.
Okay. So any minute on Milton. And then how about Peel?
Peel, we hope to be back in. So we were there prior to the pandemic, and we are expecting to be back there again in the fall.
Amazing. You're going to have a busy summer.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Perfect. Okay. So how do we find you online to get in touch or book a class?
Okay. So I have a website, which is www.tiptoemusic.net. Okay. And I'm all over social media. So I have Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. I have a personal TikTok, which I may not give out right here. But no, Facebook and Instagram are our big ones, and we communicate with our families through a private Facebook group as well. Okay. So families, when they register for our classes, they receive a songbook and a CD for every different semester, because we have new music every single semester. So you can sign up and stay for 3 years, or like me for a very long time, but you can sign up and stay for 3 years within the mixed ages, and then there's another 3 years for rhythm kids. But what we do, because some families choose to drop in and drop out, is we keep our Facebook group for families so they can just check in whenever they want to. So if it's a rainy day, like yesterday, we will post some activities in the group to help families with little ones, things to do. So coloring sheets or activities or ways to make music, different ideas of things. So once you're a TipToe Music family, you're there, and you can stay in that group for as long as you choose to. So we have a lot of families in that group. And, you know, some check in regularly, some check in once in a while, and that's fine. And it's there for everybody to use. So our families will often video their children, you know, making music at home, because all the fun happens at home.
Yeah.
We teach it in class and the children are learning and learning and learning. And then they go home and they do it all. And it's like, I want to see. So they will, so often families will post videos because it's a private group, and they will post them in there, and then everybody gets to see the fun that's happening at home.
That sounds like a great little community you got going on, and the resources as well.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. Okay, so the public Facebook page though, or Instagram, what's the handle for that?
TipToemusic.net on Facebook and TipToe Music on Instagram.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. And last question, EJ, is there anybody in the group that you would like to work with or partner with?
Wow, yes. The way TipToe Music was first born when we first moved to Canada was I actually started classes through preschools and daycares and nursery schools. And we've graduated back into like the family circle, the way that I've been talking about all the classes with families. But it would be really interesting for me to connect with businesses who are focused on young families, but especially those who have schools, whether it be a Montessori or a daycare, or even mummy groups who come and work with an organization. Because for me, what I want to do is to get the music out there. I want to help families grow musically so they can enrich their children's lives, because I actually believe that everybody has it in them. So let's help them be musical when they grow up. So if I can connect with businesses who might be interested or might want to make music with us, that would be amazing.
Awesome. Well, kudos again to you and the great success that's 2022 is bringing in for you guys in TipToe Music. I think it's vital. Music. I can't play an instrument. I'm sure you would tell me I can, but I gotta watch my words. I currently am not knowledgeable enough to play an instrument. However, music is constantly on in the house. My son is very, he sometimes, I don't know, he can hear like a beat that like normally you can't hear. And I'm like, how do you know this? Awesome. Anyways, I totally agree. Music is such a foundation. It's like key to expressing your emotions even sometimes, right? So
good for you. It makes you feel great.
Yeah, absolutely. So kudos to you to help bring that in at such a young stage and you know, organically, but also under, you know, direction, right?
Yeah.
And especially parents like me who might not know how to begin doing that. So thank you.
Yeah, no,
amazing.
Absolutely.
All right, EJ, I won't take up any more of your time, but thank you so much for sitting down and chatting with me. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.
And you, the sun is shining. Let's get out there.
Yes, I agree. Okay, my friend, you have a great day and thanks again.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.